All right, we got another one. We got a gaming PC. Customer was trying to do some parts replacement on it. And after they started working on it, well, no longer posts. Doesn't power on, doesn't get anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to try and figure out what's going on. One of the, kind of a hint as to, the quality of this so far, that is the power supply, not connected to anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to unplug everything, verify everything is hooked up correctly, and then figure out why this computer is no longer powering on whatsoever. Customer said they've had it for a few years and they were just looking to upgrade the power supply because they're looking to replace their GTX 970. So, alright, let's figure out what is going on here. Kind of go from there. First things first, let's get the back of this guy open and then see what is going on back here. In theory, this could be something pretty simple. It could just be one of the cables not hooked up correctly. Or it could be something a little bit more complicated. We don't know. We're actually going to unplug everything and verify we need actually all of these cables. Because a lot of times people will just get these modular power supplies and then hook up every cable they think they need and they actually don't need any of it. So, here's their old power supply. They went from a 750 to an 850. And, excuse me, the bracket for this, the back of this computer, is still on the old power supply. Now, honestly, there's not a lot of danger if you're not moving the PC around, but you always want to make sure that your power supply has some grounding, just in case there's, ever a surge that goes through it. And you end up in a situation where just having this attached to the case itself would be enough grounding. Alright, so which way does this go on? This guy goes that way. So, we want to put it on. Ooh, that's going to be rough. This only goes on one way. No, it's a standard size power supply. And it's a 850E power supply. Which I believe is their mid-cycle refresh on this power supply. So we're just going to get the bracket put on here. And then we're going to set this off to the side until we can verify everything else with the PC is hooked up correctly. This does not want to thread in. Let's loosen these up. 3, movement. 2, 3, 4. All right, so those are now plugged in. All right, let's flip this back over and let's verify all of these cables. So this is the CPU cable. We are good there. Power supply cable looks like it's seated. So, for now, those are the only 2 things that we actually need to test this guy out. So, we are going to go to there. And get this plugged in. Get some power to this. Power on. We have a status LED here on the motherboard that you can kind of see, kind of not see. Actually, it's strange. That isn't showing up at all. But this light right here, there we go. There's a light right there. Okay. We actually have... We got power. And then it shuts itself right off. Okay. So let's shut that off. Just flip this over. Unplug these. And we're going to go ahead and just install this into the case. Now, and then kind of go from there. Because it's looking like the issue is less to do with the power supply they installed and more to do with something else inside the computer. Alright, so we have SATA power. SATA. We have Molex. SATA, Molex. We have a PCIe. I think that is actually it. Oh, let's get this installed and screwed down so that we can move on to testing some of the internal components, and we can move this thing around without the power supply flopping all over the place. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, for sure. All right. Now, let's do this. Where is my HDMI cable? It is wrapped up in this mess of cords. This desk is cursed. And any cord you put on this desk will eventually wind up in a ball. Alright, there's that. Video in. And then I need USB. Alright, so power on. We have power on the board. Power switch. Okay. So this is not getting power. So that's something I need to look at right away. That is the cooler. That's going to a fan. The other one of these goes to this SATA cable. Alright, we do have that plugged in. I need to get one of those, I need to get a, like a headphone thing, a stethoscope, thank you. So that I can hear whether or not this is actually spinning. There's my power button. Okay, let's start pulling stuff on this side. Pull that. This motherboard does have a dedicated video out. Whether or not this CPU supports it. Now that is quite the change. Almost immediately we get something. So it looks like their video card might be the culprit here. Hey, we all got to start somewhere, right? All right, so this is actively posting without this plugged in. So let's turn around. Let's get this plugged back in. And see if she stops posting. So those are plugged in. Power on. Yeah, this does not like having... What does that switch do? Master slave. Yeah, this guy, looks like this guy has a dead video card, unfortunately. Because with this plugged in, I get nothing. If I unplug it, still get nothing. Because it's not posting, we shut everything off. Power back on, immediate post. So, we've determined we have a bad video card. Now we're going to pull this out. I have a test video card we'll put in its place and see what happens. Make sure it's not the PCI slot on the motherboard. That's the issue. Because there are rare occasions where that can happen. Get that out of the way. Oh, time to get some water. Just a reminder, stay hydrated out there, homies. We'll make it a good one, Benny. Alright, got some water. Don't want to get DMCA'd for that. Got that. Ooh, also, that bad boy was not plugged in all the way. Okay, that looks fine. Let's try something here, because like I said, it wasn't actually seated all the way. Now it's seated all the way. Because that definitely could have been a part of the problem. Nope. It was a long shot. Oh no, this is fine. Yeah, this is actually kind of how you want to have these set up, so that there's a reservoir at the top of all-in-one coolers. And I'm gonna move out light a little bit. So this reservoir here is actually where you want your air bubbles to end up. Because as the water gets pushed from the pump, it'll go through here, up, down, up, down, up, down. When it comes back out the top, the water pressure on the opposite side will actively force it, not the air, but it'll force the water through to here. So as you move it around, the air bubbles will eventually form into one side, and you end up being pretty good with that. All right, time to put in our test video card. This is a pretty heavy-duty unit for a video card. I mean, this is a GT650. So don't anyone out there getting ideas about coming to my office and stealing this bad boy. You know, we only use the highest quality test equipment here. All right, let's get this plugged in. Oh, that's right. This has a micro HDMI. Forgot about that. Which is fine. I need... You know what? We're going to use a different one. We're going to use a different one. I changed my mind. We're going to use... This is a 710. It doesn't require power. We are posting. Do we get video? We do not immediately get video, but that could be also because of the way I have my video set up. Let's see here. All right, we got video. Yep, so it looks like this guy's EVGA. This is a little bit older. It's a 970. It looks like the 970 is dead. But we're going to test one more thing. We're going to test this video card with external power to see if it's that. To see if providing external power through this PCI slot is causing an issue for some reason. It shouldn't be, but you never know. Switch our input here from HDMI to VGA, and we flip the switch. Nope. Rip the video card. The EVGA. I mean, you know what's funny? If this guy really wanted to, he could probably send this to EVGA. They are such a quality company that they would probably fix this and send it back to him. In all honesty. But kind of isolated what the issue is. Let's reach out to the customer and see what they want to do here. Yeah, and we're posting, looks like just fine. Problem is no hard drives are detected. I'll have to figure that part out. Hi, this is Craig. Hey, this is Chris over at the computer shop. Alright, so your power supply is fine, your motherboard is fine, your video card's dead. Yep. So, I mean, it definitely could be worse, but, I mean, yeah, you're in a situation where you just replace that and you should be good. I have one here that I use for testing. I swapped in there, computer started up and ran just fine. I do not, unfortunately. Do the what? Power supply? Yeah, I've already got that done. Alright, perfect. You have a good one. Bye. So, customer is going to end up getting a new video card. At this point, we're just going to button this up and get this out of here so the customer can mourn the loss of his 4-year-old video card. So, thanks for coming along on this journey with me. And just a reminder, I stream daily on Twitch, twitch.tv/SpecVengeance. I usually stream from 9 to about 5. And then you'll catch these videos that I make on YouTube. So thanks for watching. See you on the next one.